These are a couple of older examples of composite construction, just to give you a few more examples and maybe a few more ideas. Still the same though, we've got a smooth inside and all the various structures on the outside. This one's just all kind of crazy. I've got a combination of leaves and flowers, a few berries, and then just a few squiggles. Oh, it was all kind of crazy. Here's one showing you can get a little bit larger. And this one's got mostly these spirals and various coils and also some roses. I'm going to show you how to do those. Anyways, so those were just a couple of examples to help inspire you. Now, I think it's really important to draw some of these ideas out. It doesn't have to be super complicated, And so with something like this, maybe what I'll do is I've got one idea that I think I'll do more just free form. Just maybe going a little bit crazy with it. Maybe, I don't know, just something a little nuts. We'll go a little nuts. I like this a little bit better, just like this. Just a really artistic sort of piece. Maybe flowing, handle down, something like this. And it doesn't have to be a perfect sketch. It's just kind of giving me an idea of where things are going. Yeah, I think that's a little too much. But here, something like this, maybe to make it more practical, if I was going to actually use it. Something like that. Something here, something there. Something of a handle on this one. Maybe getting a little bit crazier with that handle. A little fatter. Intentionally maybe going a little bit thinner. Do I want something coming out? See, now's the time that I can work out all my ideas. Maybe that's what I like. Maybe I don't like that. And in the end, maybe I don't even follow my plan. That's okay. But just thinking about it and getting those ideas out there in the first place, that is just really, really helpful. See, I think I do like that a little bit straighter. Okay, so something like that. And working those ideas out on paper has really helped quite a bit. Maybe this will be a little bit more bulbous through here. And then as far as what kind of treatment I'm going to put on this, I think with this one, I just want it to be a bunch of spirals. Well, no, I want this one to be kind of crazy, kind of different spirals everywhere. So I'm going to represent that just by not making any of the lines too exact, not setting up the pattern too much. So it's just indicating to me that this is all kind of goofy. And once again, I won't be following these exactly. It's just sort of indicating a texture. Something like that. Okay, so that was just sort of a free-formed idea. But maybe I want to do something that is a little bit more controlled. I think I'll get a larger paper. And even use one of the keys to set it out. So here's an idea. In fact, I think I'll use this key in two different ways for this project. I'll give you a couple of different examples. Okay, so the one will be more or less of a vase structure, just like you would think. Okay, so here I think I want it to be relatively wide. Okay. And with this one, I think with this one, I'm going to be doing a bunch of the little roses, just like that there. So I'm just going to indicate it by showing all the little roses on here. And I don't even have to draw all the little roses. Maybe it'd be a good idea just draw a few of them just to sort of indicate. Remember, the drawings aren't fine art. They're a plan, just like you'd build a plan for a building or anything else. Heck, if you were building a little clubhouse, you'd still want a plan, right? So there's my little texture right there. And, if I just had a little bit of time left in class and I wanted to finish filling that out, might not be such a bad idea. Okay, but on the other one, go ahead. And I'm going to use the same key on this one, but this time, remember how I was saying before, you don't have to follow the keys all the way up. This one's merely going to be a bowl. So I'm going to make a bowl. And is that how wide I want it? I think I want it actually to be wider than that. So what I'll do, just take some paper like this, and I'll go up here. Now, let's see. Here we go. Thinking, about that, the fact that this is going to shrink a little bit. Okay, and maybe just to about here. There. So this part here, I don't need to worry about. So I use something like this as my plan. And there's no law that says I couldn't modify it. Maybe I want to put more of a rim on here. But I just know that I'm going to use my key here to make it a little bit more uniform. Okay, so let's go ahead and get these guys started. So, like I say, I won't make a complete tutorial on each and every one of these, because you've already experienced that when I was doing the initial projects. But suffice it to say that just like before, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start with a little ball of clay to make my base with. I have to think about, well, how big am I going to make this? Because I think I'm going to make it bigger than this picture. So that's something that I'm just going to guesstimate. Remember, this picture here then is just for idea's sake. And like I was saying, it might turn out very much different than this one, but it's given me a starting point. Now, if I start this one here first, seeing how big this one is for this base right here, then let's see. It's going to help me judge this, because I think that I want this one to be as big as this, maybe a little smaller maybe. But this was not a huge piece of clay, and let's see if this is anywhere close to being the size that I would want for that. Okay, so if I was making it for this, that'd be just about right for this one here. So could it also work for this one? Yeah, I think so. So remember, don't make these too skinny, because you're going to be putting all your different crazy coils or different composite pieces on them. So you got to have something fat enough to anchor on. Okay, so I'll use my base for that one there. And I've got another ball right here. Actually, I think I want one a little bit bigger than that for this. Okay, so this one looks like it's about the right size for this right here. So for this one, I think that what I want to do is I want to go with something a little bit more like this here, where I have the flowers and the leaves. So when I draw the flowers out this time, since this is going to be a composite of things that are actually there, I might want to go a little bit closer to the actual size that they're going to be, making a little bit more accurate composite of what I want it to look like. Then what I made either this one or this one. Maybe what I'll do with this one is I won't have an even edge at the top. Well, I think I like that idea. So you see how I've got the flowers and the leaves. And I can really use the leaves to go in between the flowers to make everything work out all right. Okay, well, that's enough to show me the pattern of what I'm going to do. Okay, that's getting to be about the right size. I'll just turn up those ends a little bit. There we go. I don't want to make it too thin. Okay, and this clay is kind of soft, but you can see that's going to work just fine for this. Okay. So I'll show you a couple of the building techniques that I'm going to use for this various things. I'll build them up a little bit, and if I come to any points along the way that I think are really important, then I'll show you.